is rather in Moroccan people, they think Jewish and Arabs are cousins.
Yeah,
This
that's
our
what you
belief.
think, but then people are like,
In Morocco,
still
we don't have any
hate.
barriers. First of all, Morocco is a country of 5 kinds of roots.
Yeah.
Arabs, Berbers,
Yeah.
Portuguese was here,
Yeah, yeah.
Romans, so you need to be in multicultural in roots and religious as well. Muslim, Jewish,
Yeah.
whatever is the same.
Yeah.
This is Haim Pintuka. Since
Oh, wow.
1895. I wish if he's here, he opened.
So Jewish people live in this area. Would they allow filming? I wanted to film just to see
No problem.
what the people are like, you know. They would. Wow, look at this. So there's quite a. Oh,
Before
wow.
you.
But I got this hat on.
Okay, no problem.
Look at this, look at this. Sorry, hello, sir. He told me about the Jewish, I'm doing a YouTube video, and I was just interested of the Jewish culture here in Morocco.
Yeah, he was in another video.
Was he? His famous
He
guy.
made here. You
Yeah,
did it, right?
couple time.
We have it all the time on YouTube now.
Wow. So you guys never face any differences with Muslims and stuff?
No.
Well, brothers,
No, because
from the
we
beginning,
happen to be
from,
for
That's how it
centuries
should
and
be,
centuries, you
yeah.
know. So I guess there was a certain friendship existing, you know.
Yeah.
Especially also there was more of brotherhood.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's
imagine
very.
if
The
two
brotherhood.
Jews fight each other, a Moroccan Muslim come and
Separate them.
Also the same thing, if two Muslims fighting each other, Jew come and separate each
Yeah.
other. Like this war, like
It's
one family.
good to see this.
My neighborhood Max.
You know, Jews were here before Muslims came.
In
They were
Morocco.
here in 2,600 years ago.
You mean in general or in
They came to
yeah, to Morocco, yeah.
2,600 years ago.
When a Muslim imam and a Jewish rabbi, you can see them staying at the same table, talking and laughing.
Yeah.
And
So-
when they meet each other, they say hi to each other.
Wow. A question. So you know Zionist Jews. Do you differentiate from Zionist Jew? Is there such a thing as a Zionist Jew? You know the ones that are causing, like similar how
I never
Muslims.
went to Israel, so
You never been.
no.
He was in Canada.
When I was here,
Born here.
I was born here, and then we went to Canada, the family, you know.
Yeah.
And we had the house here, we stayed, nobody touched it. People were coming from different parts of the world here.
Yeah.
Because my grandfather was a known personality.
In
He
Morocco.
was like a prophet.
Wow.
So he was very well known, and many people come from different parts of the world even after he's dead.
Yeah.
They know
True.
it's his house, so they kiss the walls.
Wow. So that's him behind you. That picture.
Yeah, that's his picture.
This is him. Wow. In the Torah, you follow the Torah. Is there similarities between the Quran and the Torah?
is
Yeah.
like
Similar.
a book like the Quran, you know. It relates about different actions,
Yeah.
different stories.
Some say Judaism is not a religion, it's a way of life. It's like, do you class it as a religion, a faith, Judaism? Or do you think it's just a way of life for people?
Judaism has the most important thing of Judaism
Yeah.
is they were supposed to teach
Yeah.
God to the world.
Yeah.
They were the ones who showed God to the world.
Yeah.
They're descendant from Abraham, and Abraham was the first one who discovered God,
Yeah.
and his descendants he showed them like that they have to respect God, that they have to show God to the world, and they did. Christians came from the Jews and Muslims came from the Jews,
Yeah.
and they respect the same God.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Jews succeeded in that aspect.
Wow. Yeah. If you could change one thing in the world, what would you change?
I'm sorry?
If you could change one thing in the world right now, what would you change? If you had the
I
power.
would like we would have
Peace.
peace.
Yeah, I could imagine you.
That's the best thing. Peace, because when there is a war, it's crazy.
Yeah, no one wins.
Nobody wins.
Everyone suffers in the long term.
Nobody
Yeah.
wins. There are many dead from different sides, and that's crazy. It's not.
But living in Morocco, you've never experienced any hate or anyone attack you for being Jewish?
There were times, with
And you were younger.
different dynasties,
Yeah.
some were very, very orthodox, in their
Yeah.
religion, and they were a little bit.
Jewish.
No, some
Muslims.
were very pro-Jewish, and some also were against.
Yeah.
That depend of the time,
Yeah.
and whoever was the boss. Usually everything comes from the head.
Yeah.
The head pushes everybody else to follow him.
Yeah. And what do you like about Morocco? It's a nice place, Morocco.
Morocco is the best place in the world. I was born here.
Yeah.
That's the only place I know. I even went to Canada. I succeeded, and I had buildings and houses.
Yeah, yeah.
I sold everything and I came back to Morocco after 43 years.
Wow. So you're
I happened to work for the government of Canada. And of course, I also had a certain importance
yeah.
because I had everybody coming to see me. Jews, Christians, Muslims, they were always at my door.
Yeah.
We had a
To
community
get,
of Indians here in the 60s.
Yeah.
And they used to do their religion with no problem, with no barriers. When they have some dates, they give them a place where is the big mosque to burn their dye.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
dyes, because it's their tradition. We cannot stop.
Hindus. Yeah,
We
yeah.
respect all religions, traditions, whatever from other countries.
You two, how long have you been friends for?
I'm sorry?
How long have you known each other?
Long time.
Oh, he come here all the time.
So many I had neighborhood. Max is my father friend, who was neighborhood. Max was tailor. He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
job
yeah,
inside
yeah.
his house. My father was butcher. My father find work in the car parts.
Wow.
The store stay closing. He gave it to Max to use it from butcher to tailor.
Wow.
And he stayed there until they died all together. We didn't
Yeah.
ask him about the heritage. When my father died, we don't go to see the Jewish. Oh, this is my father's store. Give
You
it to
left
us.
it?
No.
Wow.
It's a gift from my father during his life. We're not allowed to use it like heritage.
Wow.
This it works.
That's so amazing, man.
It should be. This what is happening in the Middle East. I don't think it's from Islam or from.
No.
I think he is an artist, he makes drawings.
Really?
Like art. I can't say my work
He makes
here.
a lot of
You can't see
drawings
in
and
words.
artwork,
Wow.
That's very good,
Yeah.
For a guy who descends from a butcher, tailor,
Yeah, yeah.
he did something
Wow.
better.
Can you paint on the walls and stuff?
Yeah, we
Murals?
see some
There's a
of
lot
them,
of.
like
That's
this.
some of yours?
Yeah, not far from here. You can
Wow. You guys are
He
amazing, man.
makes drawings,
see. And I
Yeah.
show you the Jewish cemetery.
Yeah.
You can't see the Jewish.
I went to Jerusalem. It was quite an interesting experience. This was like 2 years ago now. No, last year. But you could still feel the tensions is always there. I mean, they live together, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, but there's still that kind of energy.
You always have that virus,
Yeah.
something crazy that comes in the mind of one person, and he disturbs everybody else.
Yeah.
Morocco is becoming a school to teach people in the world how to become multicultural.
Yeah.
Roots, religious,
Yeah, yeah.
and also different languages, nations.
Mm.
Imagine Moroccan dialect is becoming the second Jewish language after Hebrew.
Wow.
Before,
In Morocco, everything started with Muhammad number 5.
Yeah.
He was a good guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He loved all his subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Either they're Jews, Christians, or Muslims.
There was no hate.
He loved them all. He defended them.
Yeah.
He actually was, during the time of the Nazis, he helped, the Nazis came and wanted the Jews because they were on top of France at that time.
Yeah.
And France was a little bit working in Morocco like protectorate. So he wanted the Jews from it. Number 5 said, Jews are my subjects. You don't get any one of them. And he defended them. He didn't let the Germans take them,
Wow.
And after that, a smart one, Hassan number 2, was there, very well educated king, and knowing that the only solution for anything is peace.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a word that is used by all the Jews in Israel, shalom.
Yeah, shalom.
By Muslims, salam. So the word peace is something existing in all the minds. So why don't we use it?
Yeah.
And Hassan number 2 happened to be a very, very nice king, a very good king, very intelligent.
Mm.
He made the country grow. He was defending his subjects. And of course, his son, the actual king, is following the traces of his father and grandfather.
Yeah. This is amazing, man. You guys got a lot of deep-rooted history and cultural traditions and experiences that I'm learning from. I'm younger, so for me it's like as I journey through these countries and speak to people like you,
when
it's
I
really
was
interesting.
in Canada, I was hearing about things happening here with Muhammad number 6.
Yeah.
And His Majesty was taking his own car without any
Permission.
driver or
Yeah.
anything. And he was going right to a certain place where he gave certain things to be done by the administrators, and he caught them not doing that. He was always doing, he was driving his own car and going all around and to check.
Yeah.
I remember he was passing by here, and all of a sudden they knew he was coming. They started painting all the street and putting flowers. And of course he knew that was completely wrong. I mean, they do it because they knew he was coming.
Yeah.
But what about when he comes all of a sudden?
Unexpectedly, So Muhammad number 6, you mean the king?
So that
king of
way
Morocco.
he was choosing his governors and his people by finding out what they were doing wrong.
Yeah. Wow. Name me one thing you love about
by
Morocco.
surprising them. Yeah, actually before, a guy makes a big mistake.
Yeah.
And the policeman come to catch him. He give him $10
bribery.
And he forget about it.
Are the police corrupt here?
Now not anymore. I
Ah.
remember I
Before.
came.
Before.
No, they are
I
much
remember I
controlling.
came on vacation a few years ago,
Yeah.
and I met. I came just for a week,
Also,
and I
salary.
met somebody.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
was,
Better salary.
I met somebody who.
Controlling the-
This guy actually, his name is there, Shriki Jacques. I met him because he was. He knew me when we were young.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when he wasn't going to impress me, he has his car.
Yeah.
He wants to take me to big restaurants.
Yeah.
So he was driving and speeding.
Okay.
Or I don't know if he burned a light or something.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the policeman was coming to see him right away. So I said, that's really bad. It's going to be a problem. He said, don't worry. He put something inside his book.
Yeah.
His driving license or something, about 100 dirhams.
Dirhams. Wow.
Then the policeman, okay, go. Then I was impressed because in Canada we can't.
You can't do that, no.
In Canada, it's impossible. You do this. Kind
Do you see similarities in Morocco and Egypt in terms of how the people are, or cultures, or do you think it's totally different? Egyptians
No, it's completely different.
completely different.
Something.
Egypt had descending from Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And this kind of
Yeah.
culture. And
So they kind of, you mean
A
they?
few things panoramic in the culture, multicultural, but each one has a special culture, special dialect, special also.
Yeah.
something
You think idol worshipping is more in Egypt? They worship more statues and pharaoh and these things.
Egyptians?
Yeah.
Today, no.
Before,
yes.
No, now. Yeah.
Even in Morocco, when they did not know about God, actually 2,600 years ago, they started knowing about God.
Yeah.
Because the Jews came here.
Yeah.
And the Jews came after the destruction of the first temple.
Oh, okay.
The first temple of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So it was destroyed. So many of them left.
Yeah.
And they came the furthest in the continent, because after that America wasn't discovered yet. So Morocco was the end of.
Okay.
So they stayed in Morocco.
Yeah.
And they got very, very friendly with all the people from the south, the Berber.
Yeah.
Which were the natives of Morocco. The real natives of Morocco are the Berber.
Yeah.
And they were very nice. And that kind of way stayed until now, because Morocco is open to people. It's friendly to many people, and this comes from the Berber.
They influence. They influence people. Yeah.
It was the basic culture,
Yeah. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you for this amazing.
He's a Berber.
I'm gonna go check out your artwork now. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, great guys.
He's descendant from famous rabbi. I'm also descendant from a Moroccan sheikh. He was you know Moulay Idris?
Yeah. I've heard of him.
That's my 13th grandfather generation.
Moulay Idris is very well known.
He was king, but he
from the Idrisid,
Idris
1, Idris 2.
Wow.
He was king. His son also. After they was charging just for education people and making mosques. And,
Yeah.
Because some some Berbers were not Muslims.
Yeah.
And they give them, they teach them how to become Muslims. They show them Islam.
The way, wow.
And they accept it.
Wow, that's amazing. You guys are awesome.
My grandfather has a mausoleum in the south.
In Morocco.
Next 26 this month, we have a
celebration.
Muslim.
Wow, like a celebration.
Muslim, for us, it's a Hilula.
Hilula.
Yeah.
When somebody dies,
yeah,
and he is a very, very important person,
yeah,
the night of his death, years after, is becoming like a feast.
Oh,
People get together.
Like a celebration.
People gather together
Like
around his
in
tomb.
Mecca.
Yeah.
Mecca like this,
Wow.
For 3 days.
You guys, name me one thing you really like about Morocco. One thing. I know there's many things, but name me one thing you like the most. Food, culture,
everything
people.
is good in Morocco.
Yeah.
Everything is nice.
The weather.
Food are cheap.
Cultures.
You can find all kind of things, food. When it comes to weather, the weather is
oceans.
nice.
Yeah.
It's not. You want to go find snow, you can go to the mountains and find it. If not, you can find on the beach. Good weather.
Casablanca isn't as touristy as Marrakesh, but I think it's a nice.
Marrakesh is very touristic.
Yeah.
Economic capital.
And Fez also is very touristic.
Fez, yeah.
and
Marrakesh, Essaouira. Essaouira is more Jewish.
And the deserts next to Algeria, the borders, the desert. What's it called? I can't pronounce the name.
Oran.
Yeah. These places.
وهران.
No, Mahram Jazair.
هي قدامها كان أجدة.
Oujda,
The border of Algeria.
It's amazing how the French have influenced this country. No English, but French is quite
French, yes.
popular
French was in
language.
Morocco, Tunisia,
Algeria.
Algeria, Not Mauritania, no. Mauritania.
Yeah, Mauritania is part
Wow.
of Morocco.
Ivory Coast. After Ivory Coast, English.
Wow. The French
More
colonized
south.
as much
It is
as.
the north of Africa.
Yeah,
Share
yeah,
it with, English take Egypt.
yeah.
Italy was in Libya.
Yeah.
And Tunisia, Morocco was French.
Are you filming anything?
Yeah, I'm filming for my YouTube channel. I'm putting this video on maybe tonight. You guys have been.
So I'll be
Amazing.
seeing it.
You'll be seeing it. Yeah, I'll give you the channel. You guys. I see him randomly. Remember, I saw him earlier,
Yeah.
and then I was just walking off, and then I came back, and then he saw me again. I was actually going to my room, but he said he knows a Jewish guy here, which was you, and he said, "Come on, let's just."
And he is the grandson of the
Grandson of the great.
prophet.
Wow, look at this.
He has the same name.
When did he
has the
die?
same
When did he die? What year did he die? This
He
guy.
died in 1938.
1938.
That's his clothes.
Wow, look at this.
Jalaba. Just before, people were wearing jalaba here, you know.
Yeah. Oh, jalaba, yeah. That's
his
like,
jalaba, you know.
that's very,
People, when they come, they wear it, etc. You know.
yeah.
And that's the jalaba. That's him wearing the jalaba on the picture. You see the picture there?
Oh, yeah.
Just in front of you. Don't you
Oh,
see
there,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't you see the picture?
Oh, there,
Yeah,
sorry.
Right there.
Oh, here as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that one is the same.
Rabbi Haim Pinto.
He was
That's
always
French,
wearing-
right? Is
he
that-
was always wearing the jalaba.
Yeah.
That's me in my office in Montreal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's my house in Montreal.
Wow. He seemed like
I
he.
still have it.
Yeah. Montreal.
My house in Montreal is bigger than here many times.
Yeah, yeah. House. This is like a little small cozy nook. Oops, sorry. This is awesome, man. I'm very local to here. I'll pop around sometime and we'll have another chat.
People, when they come, they like that. They like it.
Yeah, this is
It's
interesting. I'm
flying,
learning.
you know, that
Who's the lady there?
that's my grandmother. That's the wife of Rabbi Chaim
That's the
Pinto.
wife of the guy.
Rabbi Chaim Pinto, yes.
Oh, that's his wife. Wow. And what is this class? Does this? These people here,
These are the
rabbis.
of Safi.
This is a Jewish.
Jewish rabbis of Safi, you know.
Safi.
Very well known in
Oh,
Safi.
Safi, yeah,
When you go to
yeah,
Safi,
yeah.
you say the rabbi of Safi. There's
Wow.
seven of them.
This is awesome, man. Oh, and then there's you next to the coffin. That's the coffin, right?
Yeah, this is my picture too.
Wow.
I was 13 years old. It was my bar mitzvah, and the picture was taken here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you see
Yeah,
the
in the
both
middle.
cultures,
Yeah.
you find the same thing with the Muslims. If you go in Marrakesh, you find the same thing with the Muslims. 7 men, 7 imams.
Yeah, 7
in
imams.
Marrakesh. The
Yeah,
same
These
thing.
rabbis have a very nice story.
they do.
They were 7. They were studying the Torah,
Yeah.
and the walls closed on them,
Wow.
and they were buried alive. So that place is known in Safi. They put 7 tombs like a symbol, you know.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
The bodies are not there because they were inside the wall. Inside
Wow.
the, yeah.
This is amazing, man.
These are
Thank you,
the
guys.
rabbi of Safi, Vlad Mero.
Wow.
This is the rabbi of Morocco, my father. My
Wow.
father's tomb in Montreal.
And oh, he was buried in Montreal.
Yeah, it's in Montreal, my father's tomb.
Rabbi Don
These are the
Abba.
names of the ancestors
Sorry.
of my father. I
Yeah.
put them here, and I put it bigger here.
Wow. This is awesome.
Voila.
What do Jewish call God in? Is it Yahweh? What do you call God in
Oh, Yahweh.
Yahweh?
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yeah, we don't pronounce the name. It's prohibited for us to pronounce the name. We don't pronounce the name. So what we say Hashem, which is the name. We don't say,
In the name of.
we call it like when we want to talk about God, we say the name.
So Muslims say Allah, but you don't say.
Exactly. Even in the Muslims, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
They wouldn't say the name of God.
Yeah.
But they have 99
Names.
qualifications for God.
Yeah. Interpretations.
Okay, which is the
Beneficial,
big one.
Yeah.
The greatest.
Yeah. Jewish have the same?
I'm sorry?
Do Jewish have the same? They have
If
different.
you see the Torah.
Where do you think the Muslims took it from?
If you read the Quran
You know
say,
the funniest part?
say
Yeah.
that it's
The
seen
Christians
in the real Torah.
Followed the Jews,
Yeah.
but they disturbed the religion.
Very,
by creating a
different
man
versions.
to be God,
Yeah.
which is not right
Yeah,
for
this
us.
is the problem.
But
Yeah.
the Muslims, when they came,
Yeah.
they rectified the situation.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
say, we know there is only one God.
Yeah.
And of course, they like our thing because here, every door you come in,
Yeah. You have the.
you have something inside here. Here.
Oh, in here.
You have something inside here. Do you know what he says?
No. What is
God is only one God.
it?
That's what it
Wow.
says.
That's Hebrew.
You
Wow.
see a little parchment
God
in there.
is alone,
There
has
is a
no
little
partner.
parchment inside,
God is alone,
which
has
is
no partner.
God is only
No
one.
partner,
There is
yeah.
no
No
other
partner.
God.
So no Jewish believe in no partners in God. It's just they believe in one God.
We believe only in one God.
Mm.
We don't even pronounce his name.
I
Yeah.
think the Prophet Muhammad explained the problem was happening after when we say God is alone, has no partner.
Yeah.
He said Jewish will be by 71 different parties. There is
Wow.
one party
Divided.
who
Yeah.
believe God is
Yeah.
alone,
Yeah.
has no partner.
You're right.
Christian 72. Muslim also 73 parties. All these parties are wrong. Only
Yeah.
one party who said God is alone, has no partner.
How could they imagine God had a son?
I know. It's the idea.
And the
sounds
Muslims
crazy.
prophet is not Muhammad, it's Abraham. Muhammad is universe prophet for education. For
Yeah.
Muslim, Christian,
They took
Jewish,
a woman, they
everyone.
said she was a virgin, she got a son, and she got it from God. Don't they think just a little? What about Adam?
Was
Adam
Christ,
and his
no
wife,
father, no mother.
no father, no
Yeah.
mother at
Yeah.
all. So why do they have to create?
God created Adam with no
Half a
father,
man.
no mother. So it's easy for him to create Jesus only with a mother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be criticized.
No,
because
it's just your
our
opinion.
belief. We don't
Yeah.
It's like
It's your
Allah in
opinion.
Quran
believe. Even
says,
the guy was a Jew, we don't believe. Because he was a Jew.
Yeah.
He was born a Jew, he died a Jew.
You're talking about Jesus now.
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
a kind of Jewish who say Uzair is a prophet.
Yeah.
See, Uzair is God's son. Why they say that? Because Uzair, he had the people during his life who believe in God,
Yeah.
but they don't believe that we have a life after dying,
Yeah.
in creation.
Just
You don't believe
They
that.
don't believe that, yeah.
He was not happy. He get away for traveling in the desert by
What do you
himself.
think when they say Jesus died for our sins, Christians?
This is crazy. I mean, why would somebody die for somebody else's sins? Why?
But it's kind of like it
But
can.
why?
Yeah.
I mean, when somebody does something wrong,
Yeah. You're accountable.
he has
for-
to pay
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't
yeah.
have to have somebody else pay for him.
No.
It's no.
It's like when we die, we
It's
go
a
to our
crazy
grave.
idea.
We have to answer to
They
God
have to
individually.
find some ways, and these ways came from the Romans.
You think that's what destroyed
All
Christianity?
the story came from the Romans.
Yeah.
Because the Romans believed in a human
Yeah.
being God,
Yeah.
not somebody else.
Or they
The
worshipped
Romans believed
idols.
that.
Mm.
So when they believed that, they influenced.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you're right. Well, you guys have been amazing, and thank you for your time. And he's the best. We're gonna check out your painting soon.
Yeah, you have to check his painting.
Yeah.